I'm back again after a long 11-12 month period of not posting videos. And it's January, so I figured it's a new year, it's a new time to post videos. I am mainly posting a video this Friday instead of the first Friday of January, first of all because of time, and second of all, today is a very, very, very important date. It is January 19th, 2018, and exactly a year ago, I was put in a mental psychiatric hospital. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because so much was going on when Jake Paul uploaded a video not too long ago of him in the Japanese suicide forest. And I want to bring awareness and show you my experience of the mental health field and what it's like. Now, I know that I've talked about it previously before, but previously and before is like the same thing. Anyways, but I want to tell you guys more about what I was feeling and what I was going through exactly a year ago. So, I have been in partial programs for 3 years in a row, and what that basically is it's an all-day therapy kind of treatment center, and I did that to help with my depression and anxiety and all the other disorders and whatnot that I have. And last year, around this time, I felt scared and I felt very unsafe, and that was my third year going into partial, and the same thing every year, every winter keeps happening, and I'm like, why is this happening? Something has to change. So I had my mind so set on, harming myself, and I said, in my mind, I was like, if I'm home alone, then I am going to do something really stupid. And I was scared, and I was terrified, and because I've never been to a psychiatric hospital before, I didn't know what I was expecting. So I was 18 at the time, and I spoke up about the issue that I was having and the problems that I was struggling with. And I remember I told the therapist in the program that I felt unsafe and that I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust anybody. And then immediately, right away, they sent me to the hospital. And I thought about it, and I realized I'm not being honest. For the longest time, I wasn't being honest with myself. I didn't care about being honest with the people and the therapists around me because I know that they were trying to help, and if I don't ask for the help, then they're not going to help. So every day on that paper, I would say I'm fine. I would just go about my business. I wouldn't do anything. And then an immediate thought came into my head. Third time's a charm. And I said to myself that something drastic needs to change in my therapy in order to get better. So I figured that the worst is going into a psychiatric hospital, but it'll make me better in the outcome. And I was right. I spoke up, I was honest to myself and to the people around me, and I said that I didn't feel safe. And from the partial program, they put me into the hospital, and I was there for exactly a week. My last day was January 26th of 2017. And this was before I graduated high school, before I filled out college applications for what I wanted to do, and all of it was like so messed up, and I was so lost in my life. And now it's like a year later, so this is my fourth coming year so far, and I have not yet been in a partial program like this fall, this winter, and it's the first time in a while that I have not been to a program like that. I still go to therapy, and it's really helped, but the whole point of the story is to tell you that you're not alone, and no matter how you're feeling or what you're feeling, and that it's okay to speak up, because the hospital was the best and the worst part of my treatment. And I have accepted that I'm gonna always live my life basically in recovery. There's always gonna be a time where I'm gonna slip up, and there's gonna be a time where I'm gonna fall backwards. But the thing is, I still keep going, and I still manage to keep going and find reasons to keep going. And the hospital was such a great experience, honestly, because I always was taught, if you need the help, you need the help. And there's nothing to be shameful for that. There's nothing to be shameful about that. So I walked in, and it was fine. It was all right. They took my phone away. I couldn't wear shoes with laces. That was kind of interesting. But it was all for safety reasons. And what I realized, what the issue was for me, was that I was so into caring what people thought about me and what was going on in their lives, instead of focusing on myself and myself only. And the hospital really helped me learn that skill, because social media and going on our phones on a daily basis is definitely a trigger that can worsen a problem for some people, such as myself. And I cried almost every night because I wish I was home. The only person I really wanted to see right then was my mom, and I could see her like every other day. She visited, but I couldn't actually sleep in my own bed. I missed my bed. I missed everything in my life because I needed to focus on myself. And I'm not really good at this vlogging thing because I'm not good at explaining things, but point said, after I got out, it felt like the most relieving time of my life, and it felt so free, and I could finally be able to literally walk around anywhere on the earth instead of being trapped inside these walls of of the depression, of everything. And being in the hospital made me realize what was most important in life, and made me realize that if I died, I know that I would regret it between my death and me doing the action that I was gonna do or whatever. And I guess that's my story. And now it's been a year, and I am a totally different person, totally new, totally me. And now I'm like in college. I graduated high school, which I thought would never happen. A lot changes. You just have to give it some time, and it does get better, as cliche as that sounds. And if you ever need someone to talk to, I am always here for you, no matter what it is. I may not understand it fully because I'm not you, but I just want you to know that it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to talk about your feelings, and it's okay to let yourself be vulnerable, because that's how you get through the pain, is to let yourself feel pain instead of push things away. So that wraps up this video for this week, and I guess I will see you soon, hopefully next week, but I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to keep this weekly here. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't like this video, give it a thumbs up anyway. Click the subscribe button, turn on your little notification bell thingy-majig, and I will see you guys later.